used to be for her.
Right. So for our community team, we're going to have Rempt on LeBlanc, Earl Blueberry on Infernal Alistair, Console playing Dragonslayer Pantheon, Garrot playing Udyr, and Zargast on the Red Baron Corki.
And in the red corner, we have Riot Aphic on Phoenix Quinn, Riot Baconhawk on Officer Vi, Freak on SKT T1 Lee Sin, Riot Silver on Resistance Caitlyn, and Riot JXE on Blackthorn Morgana. Did I say that right, JXE? Or Jaxie?
Maybe it's just JE with one of those separation X's.
Maybe.
I couldn't imagine that JE would have been taking at Riot, though, so it must have really wanted that.
Maybe.
The JXE.
I'll just say JXE.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go. You gotta have one syllable per letter. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how these lanes are gonna go. They're gonna be really tough. If we're gonna go by the borders, the Riot team definitely has the advantage.
Yeah.
But
speaking specifically about champion matchups, though, we've already established well that Quinn would have the upper hand in mid.
Right.
Generally, especially because Aphic is just a master of that champion, and it's kind of expected. Now, top lane,
bottom lane is the one that's going to go in. That I think community has the advantage because the Alistair Corki is a great burst and trade lane, whereas Caitlyn and Morgana go for the outrange and maybe try to catch somebody with a binding. But Corki should be able to negate most of those bindings. You can't bind Alistair and then go in on him because it's just opening you up for a headbutt pulverize, which is really difficult to black shield. Getting a black shield off on Caitlyn or Morgana or yourself, I mean, when he's headbutting at you, is some pretty fast fingers. I think they have the advantage of the ping, but that's not one of those abilities that's easy to shield for.
Not to mention that the headbutt on a very low cooldown would completely negate Morgana's ultimate. It's just such an anti-engage, and Morgana is such an in-your-face with the Soul Shackles, and to really prevent that, she would have to black shield herself, but that means that both of the AD carries would be without that. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation with that, just because of the Alistar pick.
Right.
For the jungle, Udyr and Vi, I'm not really sure I can speak too much about that. Udyr, these days, I mean, you see a bunch of people copying the Trick 2G stuff where you just farm a lot, but now that Feral Flare has been nerfed a lot, it's not quite as viable. Baconhawk on Vi, I mean, not the best ganks pre-6, but once level 6 hits, Vi is going to have a lot more presence than Udyr.
Definitely. And we should be getting a game. We're waiting on the Red Baron to finish the loading. He's getting there. He's getting
95%.
there. I see the little thumbs up in the mustache, so everything's got to be all good from his perspective.
Yeah.
But so close, so close. I see 7% left. That's what people on the stream are going to see. So I'm at 93 still, and then I'm in the game. So
yeah.
That figures. And I get in there with the awesome background noise of his plane immediately. Mm-hmm. Which, out of almost all the champions, his champion makes the most sound by just standing there and not doing anything.
I think that's true. I can't really think of any other champions that would do that. Maybe,
I remember I had to support one time, and I was like, this is ridiculous. How is he making so much noise? I'll turn on the sound for you guys so you guys have some tunes.
So,
and here comes the invades. Here come the very aggressive early on invades. We are going to have an early ward, but Blueberry's going to get jumped on right there. He's going to have the pulverize, but this is easily going to be first blood right here. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be Quinn, and first blood on Aphic is always a bad thing. And that was a very fast buy and invade by Riot side. They were ready with that. They had everybody over the river before anybody even got there. And then Zargast now going to get binded up. A flash Q from Freak, and he's going to pick up the second kill right here on that SKT1 Lee Sin. And he might be blind. He might have headphones on. but he definitely knew that binding was happening.
I never thought about that. The headphones will
The fact that he couldn't see?
He can't hear. He's already blind, and now he can't hear. So, anyway. Aphik doing a smart thing and preventing Udyr from countering the red with the invade. Already pushing onto him there. Geralt is going to be forced out. Okay,
so they are going to have a 2v1. Aphik might be able to pick up this kill, though. He does have Ignite if he turns on this one. He's really not going to have many other options. Flash over this wall. Oh, a Volt over the wall. Very well done, but can he get out alive? Oh, we're going to see a double flash, and they get one back, so now 1-2. Trying to even it up a little bit. Lee Sin's lurking up here. Maybe Freak will want a try at the blue. He does know that Garrote is low health, but he's not going to go for it. And Garrote just going to be able to smite this out, pick up his blue buff, and get that assist as well.
Yeah, basically every... top and mid lane specifically were able to get an extra item off that because they both got the kills. Freak and Aphik coming into lane. Aphik with the long sword and a rejuve bead on Freak up there. And after that trade up top that brought them both low, he's definitely going to make good use of that.
Trace going on mid, but I think Rempt is in a lot of trouble right here. Went back, taking a lot of damage. The Ignite's down, and that's going to be enough. Oh, a level up! The level up saves Rempt's life right there. You do not get any luckier than that with levels. That was so lucky. Level up at the tower. And Quinn's got to be super sad after that one. As they go 1v1. Oh, very low again, but here comes Garrote. Aphik with no flash, I don't believe. He's going to juke in the bush, but here comes a bear stance. Garrote picks up that kill. And the level 2 Udyr gank, able to get 2 kills on the First Blood Quinn.
Yeah, it was a bad EQ combo in lane there. He vaulted the minion, didn't get the damage from that, and missed the blinding assault as well. So both of those would have actually made the difference between a kill on LeBlanc and dying himself, and that was a pretty bad trade. Now 1-2 at 3.5 minutes, down 8 minions, and a lot of them about to die to the tower. It was a good advantage to get First Blood, but with the cloth potions already on that LeBlanc there, building into it, early Seeker's arm guard with double cloth armor in there already. It's going to be hard lane for Quinn.
Yeah, Earl, Blueberry, and Zarghast got a little bit behind. The level 2 all-in set them back quite a bit on health. They do have the sustain, though, so Triumphant War is rocking for the Baron Corki, and he's getting a little bit of HP back. Already run through his health pot, and falling behind in CS a little bit, though. He might be able to get some of it back at this tower, especially with the Relic Shield as well.
Yeah, Freak is already getting... Oh, never mind. We got to gank bot lane.
And the gank comes bot lane. Silver should be able to get out of there alive, as Console does a good amount of damage to Freak, but Freak with the Safeguard and Iron Will is going to be able to top himself back up, push this lane up, and now we have the no TP onto Pantheon. So Pantheon's going to be way behind up when he gets back in that top lane.
It actually wouldn't be a very bad idea for Garrote to come back and gank that lane. JXE is very low on mana, so well, okay, with the level up it's a little bit extra, but that's low enough mana that if he throws out and misses the Dark Binding at some point, then he would be low enough mana that he wouldn't be able to bind Garrote.
Another gank mid lane. They're not going to have the binding here, but the damage is there. Lots of damage comes down. The health pot is going. Remp not enough mana to finish it off. And Aphik will get out alive this time. The first time he's had an altercation where he lives. And he's been the focus. If anybody's keeping track, I just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah, the Ignite actually is back up now for Rems. The Flash is almost back up for Aphik as well. And Garrote is on his way bot lane looking for something again. Oh, JXE has actually got a lot more mana now with that Tormented Soil. It's getting a bit lower, but Garrote's sitting in the bush unnoticed. No wards down that way. The Riot actually has one in the tri-bush instead of the river, so they won't see him coming until he shows up.
They don't have the gold to go back. That will go down. Here comes Udyr. He has red buff and the gank, but they're not ready. We don't have
good black shield.
It was a perfect black shield, but we don't have the follow-up. They have good damage, but no headbutt pulverize still. Earl's going to flash. He will get the headbutt pulled. He's putting in the damage. He's doing the work, forcing the flash, though, so 2 flash for 1. As the Bull leads the charge, and not able to pick up that kill. And meanwhile, up top, I don't know what happened with the exchange, but Freak versus Console, they went 1v1. Freak is level 6, so he does have a big advantage, but Console was able to take him down really low in that exchange.
He is way too close to that mark where the automatic crits would come in from Pantheon. He really shouldn't go in there. One thing that didn't really happen in bot lane, Earl Blueberry was sitting on the exhaust.
Oh, they're going to jump in. Freak and Console going 1v1. He will kick him back. Dragon's Rage on the Dragon Slayer Pantheon. And Console will now be able to farm under his tower. He does have help coming from Udyr. See if Udyr actually makes it up to that top lane. But if he goes the other way, not going to really do very much.
Console is out of mana, though, so we can't get a good stun on or a thrown spear at him. Garrote is coming, but he's not going to get a lot of help from Console just because he can't close the gap that easily.
Yeah, he barely saw him in that ward before it expired, so Freak's going to get out of there alive. He might hang around.
He
Meanwhile,
barely saw him.
Trades mid lane. Aphik level 6. Rep needs to be careful, though, because Aphik is just about... As soon as Aphik gets cooldowns up, if Rempt uses Distortion unfavorably, he will be able to ult, get in there, and pick up a kill.
I'm surprised Aphik hasn't gone in already. Rempt is already low mana, below half health.
Oh,
and
we have a gank top lane. Console coming in, and now Freak and Baconhawk putting in the damage. Freak got really close to dying, but will pick up the kill calculated. Here comes the Harrier from Aphik, and there's that all-in we were talking about. Aphik able to pick up the 1v1 kill down bottom with that level 6. Took some tower hits, burned Ignite, but picked up the kill all the same.
He also got the flash out of Rempt, so he can repeat that again the next time his ultimate is available without too much of a return damage. Garrote is in mid lane. He's not level 6, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, flash over the binding, getting him out of there alive. Very good flash. That's one of those good preemptive flashes. Some people aren't very, they go to flash when they're just running in a straight line after they get hit by something, but that's the perfect flash you want, where you actually flash the CC that has the possibility of killing you.
Yeah, JXE was also trying to clear the minion line before he could get a Dark Binding out without hitting a minion instead. As soon as that happened, the Garrote predicted that the Dark Binding would come out, and he flashed with actually pretty good timing.
So a quick little look at items. We're just seeing the Wriggles being completed right now by Udyr, so he is a little bit of ahead of Vi. Not nearly as much farm, but does have the kill and assist. And meanwhile, down bottom, they're going to go 1v1. 2v2. Zarghast used the heal. He is exhausted. They're going to just waltz out of here, it looks like, right onto a trap. Maybe baiting in Riot Silver right here, because here comes LeBlanc. The exhaust is down. There's the root, and Silver will fall. LeBlanc picking up that kill with a great roam down bottom. And that was a good bait, though, by Zarghast. Kind of came in unfavorably, and then just got Caitlyn to overcommit, and the Tribush Ward has not been treating them well.
No, that Tribush Ward is actually gone now because of the early change to a sweeper from Rempt. I'm not sure if it was a change or if he started with it, I didn't notice. But Baconhawk is coming here trying to get some damage on Garrote, but he might lose that trade.
He is losing that trade, and Aphik get locked down under the tower, takes a good bit of damage, but decides to fight anyways, gets the Harrier, gets the blind. Garrote now going to turn around, and the Assault Battery now going down on a Garrote, who's going to be in a little bit of trouble. There is Burst coming out of LeBlanc. She will land the binding. One more auto, gets the kill on Aphik. Going to get her alive, and Garrote will get the kill as well. So it ends up being 2 1v1s. And they both end up for kills for Community, who is still down by just over 1,000 gold, but still holding their own. I mean, the main amount of gold they're losing right now is pretty much the fact that the farm has been skewed with the top lane and the towers down.
Yeah, the top lane, the first turn of the game actually went down. We didn't even really mention it. Freak has just been really dominant in that lane. The CS doesn't lie. He's 40 above Pantheon right now. Console is not having a good time up there. So far, no eyes on the Dragon. No one has really gone for it, despite a couple of good trades going towards Community, especially. They got the kill on Silver. They got a couple kills there in mid lane, but we're way too low health to make anything out of it.
They have a pretty good Dragon advantage, if you ask me. I mean, just having Quinn in the mid lane with much more DPS than LeBlanc will ever be able to put out on a Dragon. You'd think they have a decent advantage. The trade's going back and forth down bottom, and Zarghast actually getting a couple rockets in. Couple pot shots from that airplane, landing all the abilities, which is a good idea. Sorry, which is a good job. Not a good. It's always a good idea.
The Cutlass cooldown is just coming up. The Ignite is well on Aphix, so with that ultimate cooldown available, I would expect him to go in as soon as possible.
Ooh, Rempt going for a trade right here. Will put the Ignite down. Aphix is pretty low and will ult out of there. Udyr, though, in the brush, walks right into it and just feeds a kill to Udyr. Meanwhile, down bottom, Freak has teleported down bottom, I believe, for a gank. Blueberry with the ult up, trying to defend himself. And, oh, Caitlyn takes some damage, but he gets headbutted out of there. Garrote is here for the defense, and he will be binded up. Freak going 1v1, but Garrote has a lot of damage right now. Freak forced to run away on this one, and they're really just toying around as LeBlanc comes down bottom. Here comes a man drop. JXC says, I'll just die to LeBlanc real quick. We'll call it that. Freak goes in. Oh no, the shield from Garrote. Great play, ends up trading support for top laner. And now Pantheon is up here, jumping on Baconhawk. He will win this 1v1 as Baconhawk tries to help Silver. Oh no, he runs from the tether! Does not get the kill! And might fall under tower. Red buff is ticking. Not going to be enough. Baconhawk will go down, and that's a red buff for the Red Baron Corki. Zargas picking up that kill. And Riot just overextension into the tower dives. You know, and Community, what a great job just... They are just rotating. They're doing a great job. They're pivoting around the red buff area. They man-dropped in there, and they're just able to pick up kill after kill as the low-health riders try to get out.
Riot actually had a decent gold lead going into that. Despite being down in kills, they were up in a lot of farm and turrets. But they thought they had the gold lead going into that, and they just got outplayed. They took way too much turret damage on so many members there. They were fighting inside the jungle, right? Aphix is now almost taking it down.
Rempt with a big burst onto Aphix, but Aphix going for it. Now the cooldown's around, and Aphix will shut down the LeBlanc. And without, you know, it's one of those things when you don't have Ignite and the other mid does, that was the difference in the fight.
One thing that Aphix usually goes for is a lot of attack speed on Quinn, and that's after he gets the Cutlass and the Brutalizer in there first. He's about to finish the Brutalizer, I'm guessing, with this back. He's sitting on more than enough gold to do it. But once that attack speed comes in, as long as Rempt is sitting... Oh, Garrote is found Freak in his own jungle.
Yeah, they're going 1v1 right here. No, he's losing this fight, and there it is. That's the QRQ combo. You know, I'm flying through the air, you're flying through the air, but my foot's going to meet your face.
Yeah, it was... Garrote is sitting on the... a Ninja Tabby and working towards a Glacial Shroud there. Oh, Freak almost taken down by Rempt in mid lane. But he's going for that Feral Flare build with still sitting on the Wriggles. I didn't catch the stack number. But yeah, he's sitting at 17.
Oh, Zargast very far ahead right here. Good Valkyrie though. Comes across the minions, misses the trap. Blueberry playing blocker for those bindings that have been landing quite frequently. You know, no crazy bindings we've seen yet, but some very solid ones. Doesn't waste the binding. You know, JXC has not just been throwing them out there and just whiffing them.
And speaking of landing frequently, Silver has been taken down a lot, and now he's... Oh, wow.
Ooh. That was a big burst.
He's been taking a lot of burst and poke damage from that Corki.
Oh, they have Aphix caught. They are sandwiching in on the Aphix. Nope. Is the bird fast enough? So the bird will go over the wall. We don't have a root, though, from Rempt. Garrote trying to get in there. He will flash for it, though. And they're going to pick up that kill. Corki getting the credit. And that's actually two kills now for Corki. Udyr's 3-1-3 with 4 kills in their mid and top lane. I have missed that completely as Freak wins the 1v1 trade. Now Freak with the Hydra. Lots of damage.
It seems Freak has been able to stomp his lane, but he hasn't been able to get that advantage to the rest of the map. Community overall has been taking control of the bottom half. Haven't gone for Dragon yet. Neither team really has, but they're about to take down that mid turret.
Yep, they will get a mid turret. Oh, a great binding on the Zargast right there. JXE going to lay down the ult. He will land it.
Boom.
And there it is. Ace in the hole. Picking up Red Baron Corki. Those AA guns right there, the anti-aircraft.
Oh, Blueberry. You walked right through the pink cord. Attack click, man. Attack click. But yeah, Blueberry walking down the river. And it looks like Garrote coming in from behind. That turret is still there, so he can't use that path to get a gank off. Especially not with the...
Canceled man drop in the mid lane. They did not want He did not want to be that manly and come down to the mid.
Oh.
Wow, 1v3 mid lane. Freak actually goes all the way in. The damage is immense.
Here comes the man drop.
And the man drop's going to be right onto Bacon Hawk. They will get the stun onto Bacon and ignite. A tower shot sealing the deal right there. And meanwhile, a kill down bottom. Overall, it's going to be a 2-for-1 across the map. Console probably can't catch... Oh, he can catch Aphic. Which...
Nope.
Which,
not with that vault.
I didn't even think he was going to catch him to begin with because he has level 1 boots versus Quinn with the level 2s. I didn't think he was going to get there in time. But he will. Freak clear out a ward in the mid lane. And now Freak's 5-1-3. Starting to, help out mid. Take out that mid tower. They've gotten 2 towers now to Community's 2 towers, which will be just a second as Udyr puts the final shots on the bottom tower here. And still no dragon play. 17 minutes. No attempt for dragon. No pink wards at dragon. Nothing. They've just kind of left it open.
And
there's the pigs.
Never mind.
there go the pigs. As soon as I say it, they're like, "Oh yeah, there's we have a dragon slayer on our team. Let's go get him. Let's take it for free." So Zarghast, how are they missing this pink ward? I don't. They just swept it. They swept the pink ward. There it is. Remp says, "Okay, let's kill it now."
Okay, so when you use the sweeper, it doesn't actually show the pink ward. It only really shows the stealth wards, right?
Right.
So.
It's just funny to me. He swept it though, and he walked into it. So you'd think he'd be looking to click.
Yeah, you got to use that attack click just to make sure you don't miss it, and so many of them have not been doing that. Riot, of course, using the fist bump ward on the dragon there, and all around the pit.
So we see a lot of posturing around the dragon, but we have Freak with teleport. And we have Console without teleport. Now, Console going 1v1 Freak right now, and this is not a fight he can win. He's going to go down. Freak now with the TP available for the dragon, and I expect a dragon play. Oh, no binding's going to be there, but Freak teleporting in from the backside. Garot's going to land a stun on him. He's going to get the Assault and Battery onto him. Garot going down. Blueberry, Unbreakable Will's up, and they're kind of ignoring Blueberry, but this is going to be a 2-0 exchange, even if you flash over the wall. And transferred dragon. See, so they're there in the pit anyways. So they're going to be able to pick up that kills and the dragon. No rocket steal to be had. And that's going to boost them ahead.
Garot was downstairs. No smite steal available. Oh, wow.
The aggro, the flash sonic wave from Freak, and he still wants to get it. He lands a second sonic wave, goes all the way in, but Rempt is here to shut him down. Blue buff transfer complete, and I think that's Remp's first blue buff right there.
His escape route there, he just couldn't get out without taking the damage. He was 4 levels above Zarghast there, and he knew he had to kill, but just couldn't escape. Why were you there, Freak says. And one thing I'm seeing, as far as Aphic goes, we expect him to win lane pretty hard, and because there's basically 4 AD on the side of Riot, they're able to push turrets down, and it's why they're able to force mid lane. But Aphic himself hasn't really been defensively until now. That Hexdrinker just showed up in his build.
Wait, did Freak say, why was LeBlanc there?
Freak said, why were you there after he died to LeBlanc, yes.
There was a ward on both the paths that LeBlanc could have taken into that area. Just saying.
The Diamond 1 map awareness.
Just saying. Why were you there? I saw you coming.
No, you're blind.
I mean, I see all. I mean, I am the spectator right now, so.
Yes, you are.
Oh, in my game